Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing another what version should you buy. Today we're going to be looking at Final Fantasy VII Remake. This game comes out April 10th, 2020, so it's right around the corner, a couple weeks away, guys. This game also is exclusive on PlayStation until March 3rd, 2021. We can see that down here at the bottom. Square Enix recently has been branching out to other, consoles and different ways of selling their games, with Final Fantasy being on Steam now, and we also see Kingdom Hearts on the Xbox. They've been branching out, but it looks like Sony jumped on the whole exclusivity thing for this game for about a year. Also, keep in mind, when going through all these different versions, the standard edition, the deluxe edition, the collectors, or whatever, the first class edition, this is basically the start of Final Fantasy VII Remake. We're getting 2 discs with this game, and the story will be concluded later with more discs, just like it did originally in the original Final Fantasy VII. We're getting multiple discs, and odds are we'll have to find a Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 later down the line, so keep that in mind. You might want to save up your money and get a good bundle when all the discs are out. I'm sure they'll do a big, collaborative thing where they have all the discs in it and you can buy it all at once. So keep that in mind before you go and purchase these games. Let's go ahead and look at the back here. 1 player, 100 gigabyte minimum, so about 50 gigs per disc, you could say. DualShock 4, 2 discs, and it's PS4 Pro enhanced. In the back, we have some of the characters here, Sephiroth, Aerith, Cloud, Baron, Tifa. We got them all on here, Blu-ray, yada yada, same old stuff. So let's get into the bread and butter of this. What do we get with the standard edition? Well, for the most part, it's just both game discs, and that's it. Some places have some pre-order bonuses. GameStop is doing a thing where you get a key card and a collectible 10. Nothing too crazy, but let's move on and let's check out the deluxe edition of the game. The deluxe edition is pretty much everywhere else, and it's also digitally there as well, with marking the game up another $20. The $20 is going to give you the deluxe box, which does include both discs for the game, Sephiroth steelbook case, the hardback art book, the mini soundtrack, and 2 in-game summonings, the Chocobo Chick, and you also get the Cactar. Pretty, big, symbols and / characters for the Final Fantasy universe. So you're getting a pretty decent bit for this bundle. The only thing I don't really like about this is, yes, most deluxe editions typically are steelbook. You usually get a different artwork for the steelbook, or you get a different artwork for the normal case in general. Not only that, they usually come with some sort of season pass. Shouldn't we be seeing some sort of season pass for this? I know they didn't 100% say whether or not they're going to be doing more discs down the future, or if you update it or what. From how it seems, it doesn't look like we get the entire game with the first 2 discs, but I'm not 100% sure. They actually have not said it. They flat out just haven't told us exactly how it's all going to play out. 2 discs might be the whole game, but I don't think it is. I don't think they were taking that sort of route. And saying that it's episodic makes me think there's multiple more discs that we'll see down the line. This is pretty good for $20, but it is no season pass in it. You're not getting any more actual in-game content other than the 2 DLC summoners. You're not getting any more missions or anything else. So if you're a kind of guy who's looking more for the novelty, more for the looks and the steelbook and artwork and stuff like that, this is for you. But one could also argue that the soundtrack is also enough to replace something like a season pass, especially for a studio like Square Enix, who does so well with their music. This might be justifiable for some of you, but if you're looking for more gameplay and more game type stuff for your extra money, this might not be for you. I mean, the summoners might be, but just 2 summons, I don't think that's necessarily going to be enough for it. The actual Chocobo Chick is a actual pre-order, but the standard edition does not show that at all. So is that only for pre-ordering the deluxe edition? So if you tell me if I don't pre-order the deluxe edition in the future, I won't get the Chocobo Chick? Is that what it's saying? Because I kind of feel like that's what it's saying. I'm not 100% sure on that, but this steelbook does look amazing. The art book looks good too. I would be the kind of person to buy this just based off of how well I know the Final Fantasy universe and how much I like Kingdom Hearts and Square. Just their, all their games and titles in general are pretty good and have a great soundtrack. I, for one, personally would justify the $20 for this bundle. The steelbook case, typically when I see a steelbook case, I think that's an extra $10 even though it's not really justifiable. But when I see a whole art book, steelbook, I consider that like $10. Then I consider the rest of the money to be actually worth it. And I think a soundtrack is worth it. I do not think the summons are really doing anything here. You're basically paying an extra $20 for a steelbook, art book, and soundtrack. If that's worth it for you, then go for it. But let's scroll down and confirm all of these stuff. Obviously, if you get it from GameStop, you also get the 10 and stuff like that. So yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake game, the art book, mini soundtrack, and the steelbook, and the Cactar summon materia and whatnot. Again, I'll go back to the standard. I don't believe it actually shows anything about the the Chocobo chick at all. Yeah, it doesn't even say anything about that at all. So I imagine that's not for it. But we actually have to go to Square Enix's website to look at the first class edition. So this is the first class edition. This thing, oh my god, $330 USD, obviously, but this is a lot. I mean, this is one of those out there, like, you must really love Final Fantasy VII. Like, you must really like this franchise to go all the way out and get it for this. And this is also exclusive for a year on PlayStation, which means you're not even getting this thing. Like, you're not even getting this if you're a person who's on Xbox. And just scrolling down the page, you can see why. You get these from Kai Arts, by the way, which is a pretty big studio for making a lot of Square Enix's stuff. You get the Cloud on the bike and such, but let's go over all of the description of what all we are getting entirely. Going in here, we have the Carbuncle summon, the Cactar summon. We're not even getting the Chocobo. It doesn't say that. The steelbook, the mini soundtrack, the art book, and the Play Arts Kai, Cloud Strife, and Hardy Daytona. So you're getting the bike with Cloud on it, the art book, the soundtrack, blah blah blah. Basically everything you get in the deluxe edition. Swap out the summoners, I guess, and you get the Cloud on a bike. That's what they're kind of trying to justify the whole price with. Now, if we come up here, I mean, it's a decent looking one. They play Kai Arts or whatever they are. They're pretty good. The Play Arts Kai, they're pretty good when it comes to their whole stuff. I mean, to be honest, they look great, but to justify the money, I don't necessarily feel like that's something that's worth it. You're basically saying that this whole thing right here, this whole thing is justified by being $250 extra compared to the deluxe edition, which, in all fairness, that's all you're getting. On their website, they also show off the deluxe edition, $80, and you're getting the same stuff. The exact same thing. I don't know why GameStop is the only one that has the Chocobo chick summon, but it is. For some reason, it's the only one who has it. Again, minor details aren't that, even down here it doesn't even say it. I don't know what is this here? What is this? I don't understand this. Who's doing these websites? This is why I have this series, to find the people who are doing this and trying to make things confusing and ununderstandable. But no, they're justifying that the entire first class edition is an extra $250. That is so much. An extra $250. That's all you're getting extra. You're not getting a season pass. You're not getting more stuff for this. You're not. You're getting the same thing. You're getting the steelbook, soundtrack, art book, 2 summons, and then all you're getting is this. You're getting the Play Arts Kai, Clown Strife, and the bike. That's all you're getting. That's all that's extra. An extra $250 for just a little model to sit there on your shelf and not do anything. Yeah, sure, you can show it off, but I do not justify this almost for anybody. Most collector's editions wouldn't justify the extra model or whatever they have in it. They wouldn't justify that with being an extra $250. A lot of them would not say that would be worth that much. I've seen some $150, $200 even, and some of those I would see as questionable, but $330 or $250 value for just the statue alone? that is too much. That is way too much. Even if you're a big Final Fantasy VII fan, I would not recommend this. I'm huge on Final Fantasy. I love the series. I love Square Enix in general, and I like supporting them on stuff like this, like remaking these games. But if they do it right, I do not think that this statue is worth $250 in the slightest. They are trying to do this at the people who are willing to just throw all of their money away for nostalgia. That's what I'm getting for this. So please don't be the one who comes out here and buys this and thinks, huh, all I got extra was a cloud on a bike. Oh. Alright. That's all I got. I wouldn't justify that, guys. I really don't. I really don't see that as something that's worth it, guys. I really don't. But I think it's gonna wrap this video up. I know it was a little bit of a rant at the end there. I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, April 10th, 2020. This is good. Again, if y'all want to put down some extra money for some extra content, the deluxe edition, which I think is what we're learning from a lot of these videos that I've been making, that typically the most expensive version of the game isn't like at all justifiable. Typically it's just the like step up from the standard edition seems to be the most biggest bang for your buck. You're not spending too much, but you're getting enough content where the price, the extra price that you're paying, the extra $20 or the extra 30 or whatever, seems justifiable. Like, I bet the art books and the soundtracks and the steelbook and stuff like that, probably if you put it all together and the math, yeah, $20 extra probably justifies that. I could see all that stuff being worth an extra $20 or just $20 on its own sold somewhere else. Yeah, I mean, that's justifiable, I would say. So again, that is just my opinion. At the end of the day, it is up to you. I would like to know, what do you guys think about these? Do you think that they are pulling too much on nostalgia? Are they being like evil corporation status whenever they want to give you a $250 statue? It's hard to say. It really is. I just don't know if it's really worth it at the end of the day. Even on the deluxe edition on the back, it shows the Cactar summon, but it doesn't show the Chocobo chick. What is going on here, folks? I don't understand. I don't understand. Anyway, I'm done going over the Chocobo chick. I think the collector's a little too much. Let me know down in the comments below if you think that's justifiable. I think a statue should be worth $100. Even if that, I mean, that's pushing it a little bit. For $250 though, God, you could buy like 4 games with that. I mean, that's just too much. That's way too much. But let me know in the comments down below, which version do you think is worth it? Let me know if you think the collectors or the first class is way too much money. But let me know what you guys think. Drop a like if you like this series and want me to do more. I'm going to have a Persona 1 on the way here pretty soon, along with Persona Scramble, and a whole video going on about that. So if you guys want to see that, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more of these. I'm going to have more of these coming out as they keep going. You guys are supporting them a lot, so I love that support. I'm going to keep doing them as long as I get that support. So thank you so much for all the dedication you guys have done for these videos. And as always, thank you all for watching.